Hi everyone, thank you for joining me and welcome back to my channel. So I have another pick a card reading for you here today, and this one is Who is my soulmate? So I've got 5 piles here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And so I'll go ahead and give you a minute to pick. Make sure you pause the video if you need to, and we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, so let's get started with pile number 1. With the 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron, I feel like this person is very intuitive. Because of Metatron, he is the keeper of the Akashic records. I feel like this soulmate is from a past life of yours. I also feel like they are focusing on their personal vision. From this card and from this card, it's, the Spiral Dancer is about perception. And I feel like, they've gone around in circles quite often in their life, and they're really kind of trying to narrow in on all of that and, try and figure out what they want out of life, where they want to be in 5 years, 10 years, and so forth. With Tiger's Eye, I feel like you already know this person, or they will be coming into your life pretty soon. With the Tiger's Eye, this is about use of power and lessons. With this one, with the spiral and everything, that, just confirms that, life is, ever changing for you. The wheel is about to kind of turn into your favor, and you're about to meet them. And this is because they're a past life soulmate. This relationship is going to be focusing on lessons for your soul, for you to learn, for you to grow, and just to keep in mind, that the path is never straight. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of ups and downs within this relationship as well, because there's so many soul lessons that this person's going to bring in for you. At first it's going to seem like it's a really, really good thing, and it's going to be the one, but I don't think it's going to be the one. I really feel like this is more like a karmic relationship, in the sense where you have come together to kind of help each other grow and, get rid of some of the old past programmings and really help put your life into perspective. This relationship is also going to be very healing. I really feel like it's going to bring balance into your life, kind of despite what goes on. With the card abandonment here, they might abandon you. I just don't feel like, this is the one. This isn't going to last forever. I also feel like they have abandonment issues themselves, and that they need to find balance. And with this relationship, what it's going to do for you both is it's going to help heal a lot of these issues that they have, whether it's insecurity, self-love, self-worth, just different traumas that they've had, with abandonment or some type of abuse. But despite the fact that this relationship isn't going to last, it's going to be necessary for both of you to meet. With the Lover's card, you guys both chose to come into each other's lives within this lifetime. You chose to meet and go through this relationship. So, when it comes to an end, don't try and hold on. You just have to trust in the universe that this relationship is just going to bring you back to the next step, or bring you towards the next step, into your life. I also feel like this person is very dedicated to love. They are going to be very dedicated. I do see this relationship having some really, really good times in it. With cornucopia, that's wishes fulfilled. This is going to be like one of your dream relationships, one of the best relationships you've had. But also, remember that this is a healing relationship. So it's not going to be perfect. There's a spiral to this, and so there are going to be their ups and downs, but this is really going to help narrow down both of your perceptions, especially this person. and help them kind of focus on what they want out of life. I really feel like you're going to really bring a lot to the table that is going to be life-changing for them. I also feel like this person has kind of a balance with money. They're pretty good with money. They are protective. They are powerful. Definitely loyal. They want stability. So this is going to be an overall really good relationship. But I really do feel like this soulmate that is about to come into your life is just basically to help both of you grow. And I don't feel like this person is the one or anything. Okay. All right. So pile number 2. So this soulmate has a lot going on in their life. There's a lot of chaos, hardships, maybe some anxiety around material wealth, prosperity. They could be in a pretty bad rut right now. With the Jasper here, I really feel like they're working on healing and forgiveness. With the woman holding a coin, this is a woman who really took advantage of others. I feel like this could be a mother figure or even a grandmother figure, some type of feminine energy from their past that really affected their life and has really kind of set the chain reaction to have a pretty difficult life when it comes to their wealth and prosperity. And I feel like they have a lot of resentment towards this person too. It doesn't necessarily have to be a woman, but it's a person who has more feminine than masculine energies at the time period that they were involved with this person. I mean, it could even be an ex of theirs. But this person kind of taught them to kind of have a lack of value for themselves and for their life. And it deeply has affected them to the point where they're definitely going through some difficult times right now. I feel, though, that because of all of this, sometimes they don't take responsibility or take the necessary steps. They could have a lot of issues with depression and really, getting motivated and stuff like that. But, you have the 10 of Cups here, which is completion. So I really feel like they are kind of really assessing their lives and where it has gone and what their influences were. And they're really kind of coming to a completion stage of all of that and saying, you know what, enough is enough. I feel like they want their life to be different. I feel like they want security and love and home and family, to be able to have dinner parties, celebrations, whatever, weddings, different things like that. They want the whole 9. And this has pretty much been their life up until now, and they're just sick of it. With movement, with the Chariot, I feel like they are striving to find balance between their light and dark sides, between their happiness and joy and their sorrow and pain. And I really feel like they are in the process of taking that next step forward in order for them to find balance and to make changes and to basically put all of this behind them. With the Page of Pentacles here, I feel like they're at the very beginning, though, of their journey to finding stability and new opportunities. So that's kind of where they're at this stage in their life. And right now they're trying to leave all that behind them and start fresh and new and really make a better life for themselves. Okay, so let's get on to pile number 3. Okay, so this person is very focused on their stability, on their personal stability. I feel like they're very driven in things that will bring some type of abundance or wealth to them. I feel like they're very focused on wealth. I feel like they're hardworking. I feel like they really keep their sights to the sky. And because of this, I really feel like they're not interested in a relationship right now. Oh, and if they are, if they're coming off as somebody that you're already with, or somebody that is interested, I feel like that's almost kind of an illusion, because this person is very, very focused on their wealth, and they are technically emotionally unavailable. With the turquoise here, I got a quote from this specifically. It says, "Your true riches lie not in the bank, but in your heart." And I really feel like they have an issue with that. They have an issue with gratitude and appreciation and seeing the beauty around them. They're just focused on, achievement and dedication and the ability to earn more and learn more. But all of that, though, that need to just keep going and keep moving and keep making more money and get that raise and all of that, I really feel though that lacks or that stems from a lack of self-love and really kind of fear and illusion and a jaded vision of abundance, which is most likely programming as they've grown. I feel like there's a lot of fear and insecurity as well. I want to say that for a small percentage of you, this person could actually be kind of a narcissist. So I would watch out for that, just because not a whole lot of good really comes from narcissists. They're very one-tracked, and this person does have a problem with seeing and appreciating and being grateful for what they have in life. So because they're really emotionally unavailable. With the vortex here, temptation, I believe that they are focused on gaining power. That kind of that dark side of power is really a temptation for them. And that's kind of another thing that suggests that this person might be a narcissist. And if this is the case, empaths attract narcissists kind of like moths to a flame. I mean, it's ridiculous. I'm an empath, and I've met quite a bit of unsavory characters. But really, I mean, I'm really drawn to this card right here about stability and security and stuff like that. And if this person is not meeting your needs for security and stability, then this is really a karmic relationship to kind of help you see within yourself your value. I feel like this person is very flashy, very charming, and even perhaps immature, very sexual, with temptation here. This could be kind of like a friends with benefits situation that's really not going to go anywhere, because this person is focused on their work. And it's really going to take a lot of compassion for themselves and sensitivity and just a lot of self-love for this person to really kind of come to this point where they can be grateful and appreciate the things and the love and the people that they have around him or her. And this is not your job. You are not meant to be this Queen of Cups here. The sensitive, compassionate person. You're not the one to show them that. They have to find that within themselves. So really, it just kind of comes back to here. If this person is not meeting your need for stability and security within the relationship, and you really do feel like they are emotionally unavailable, just understand that their focus is on something else. It's on work, it's on power, it's on achievement, and it's their process. They have to go through the motions in their life to really kind of come to a point where they can find that compassion and sensitivity within. But they're not going to learn it from any outside source like you, for example. So this is really kind of what you feel is best for your situation and how you want to handle that. I mean, you can love people at a distance, you can be there for them. Just because somebody's a narcissist doesn't mean, you have to abandon them. But at the same time, you just have to stick within your boundaries and really look for, what you need most. And that's your security and your stability. And if they don't provide that, then, it might be best to love them at a distance and just kind of figure out what you need to learn, and they'll learn what they need to from you, and just move forward. Okay, so pile number 4. Well, right here, the reverse to the Fire Prince is aggression. It's pessimism. I feel like they've been hurt in the past. The second chakra is about your sexuality, about your feelings, your emotions, things like that. I feel like they've been really hurt in the past, and because of that, they're pretty pessimistic and can even sometimes be aggressive. I feel like they have issues with self-love and even loving others, showing kind of appropriately, I suppose is probably the best word, the love that they have for themselves and others. I feel like they're pretty on track. They're pretty stable. They have a lot of security. Their work relationships, their personal relationships, they all seem pretty happy and stable and balanced. So you wouldn't really know offhand unless, you were kind of with them in a private situation and they became kind of vulnerable, just how aggressive and how much in pain that they were. Because on the outside, they look like they have everything together. But really, they don't have a whole lot of balance in their life. They don't have a lot of belief in their personal power, and that's probably why they overcompensate and can be aggressive, because of the pain that they've had with their emotions and people hurting them or using them or things like that. I feel like there is kind of a fire burning inside them where they really struggle inside, especially with pride. That's why you're not going to see this part, the hurt and the pain and the pessimistic attitude and the aggression that they really have inside of them is because, they're very prideful. They don't want people to know, they want people to think that they have this perfect life. I feel like they're a bit of a flirt too. I also feel like they can kind of be, for some of you, maybe not all of you, even to the point of being kind of a player. They might have others on the side, kind of backup plans, so to speak. So, just watch out for that and watch out, for their actions, because their actions are going to show you how dedicated they are towards you. And this will help you kind of make the decision of what you kind of need to learn here, and kind of help you narrow down what you can do for them in this union that you'll be in. I see a lot of conflict. I feel like they are pretty resilient in arguments. Like, I feel like they're almost combative, almost. Because of a lot of the negativity in this reading, I really feel like this is kind of a karmic relationship to kind of help you see your own worth and love yourself more, especially if you're already in this in a commitment with them, and you're dealing with a lot of aggressiveness, a lot of combative arguments and things like that. It's definitely time for you to kind of go into recovery if you are already with this person. I feel like they're kind of even lazy too, or inactive. So, if this is something that you want, go ahead and go for it, and accept them and then love them for who they are. But don't overextend yourself. Definitely, you need to make sure that you have times to rest and recover. You need to make sure that this relationship has quite a few moments, more so than not, of period of rest and recovery. I feel like for a small percentage of you, this is somebody that you're kind of married to. And the reason why you really haven't done too much about it is because this person is your stability. That they are your security. You guys seem to have the perfect life to everybody else, but at the same time, it's filled with arguments. It's filled with, flirtation, unnecessary flirtation with other people. And yes, this person is your soulmate, but soulmates aren't, always good. There's a lot of soulmates that come into your life simply because, there are lessons that you both need to learn. And if for some of you that are already in this relationship and tied up in this relationship, because that is your home and that is your stability, you got to figure out if this is truly what you want. And if it's not, then you need to, make steps, to find, recovery from all of this, because you can. I mean, this card here, it's about, just taking a break and resting from all the chaos, all the conflict, all the aggression. For some of you too, I feel like some of your sex life kind of suffers because of it, which can be really stressful. But this person needs a lot of healing within their second chakra, and they really kind of need to let go of this rage and this fire burning inside. But that's not up to you. That's up to them. And it could take something drastic for them to put that fire out. Okay. So that's pile number 4. All right. Last but not least is pile number 5. So I feel like this person is very active, very logical, intuitive. They pay attention to very tiny details that people typically wouldn't pay attention to. They might pay attention to signs that they see. I feel like they're a good communicator. I feel like they always kind of know what to say. To the point where it's almost like it's spirit communication. It's almost like spirit's communicating with you. They're probably a very good advisor or counselor. I feel like they're very healing. Like, just whenever you come around them, they cleanse you. It's like everything just melts away. All the bad, all the negative. And it's really a joy to be around them. But I also see that this person can sometimes come from poverty consciousness and really fail to see the beauty that they have around them. And I feel like they really hide this because, if they're such a joy to be around and they're a great communicator and they're really active and logical, I really feel like this is kind of a hidden part of them where they really seem positive, but kind of, have a hard time really seeing those things around them and within themselves. I feel like this person is really working on that though, and trying to find that calm and inner peace, and to kind of help move, with that, to help them move forward in positive ways. I feel like this person does a lot of spiritual work. That's probably why they're so healing, is because they do a lot of spiritual work. And really, being so deep into spirituality, I feel like maybe this person has had a lot of pain in their past as well. And it's something that they keep hidden. It's almost like an inspiration to help others. And that's why they're maybe a spiritual leader or a spiritual teacher. I do feel like though that they work very hard to kind of bury this, because of all these cards right here. I feel like they work really hard to kind of deal with that and really kind of find that inner peace within them. I feel like they're very practical and creative. I feel like they have a very powerful energy about them. They're very passionate. They're very wise, which is probably from the experiences that they face, that they're trying to move forward from. I feel like though that despite all of this, they are in kind of a crossroads in their life, and in their it could be really finally leaving all of this behind and stepping out into the beautiful garden that's in this picture right here, and really just leaving all of that behind. I mean, it could be financially, because there's prosperity right here. They could be planting seeds for a new future, maybe even changing directions into career. But with the 7 here, I really feel like they're really trying to get rid of, negative people in their life, negative programming, just different thought forms that really hold them back in here. Because with all these surrounding cards, this is all about action. This is all about movement. It's about moving forward. It's about peace, love, and serenity, spirit communication, intuition, spiritual teaching, practicality, personal power. I really feel like this person is on a journey for healing. And as they heal, that prosperity is going to come for them. But they've got to leave all of those negative influences behind, which I feel is there are some people in their life, and I feel that there's possibly a lot of programming that they're still trying to work on, to find peace with, to come to terms with, and have forgiveness, so they can move forward and prosper, and to have a new life in abundance, so they're not stuck in this kind of poverty consciousness. But yeah, they're very peaceful, and they really strive to find that inner calm and that inner peace. I feel like if you have experienced them kind of in this state of poverty consciousness, I mean, it's a fight. They're just healing. That's all that is. They're communicating with spirit and paying attention to different signs to help lead them out of this kind of cave that they're in and into the light. They're here to try and balance their yin and yang, to be both passive as well as take action. I hear soul work. I hear a lot of soul work that they're doing right now. I feel like they want their outward appearance to match their inward appearance. And so right now they're really digging deep to find that prosperity within themselves, and that healing and that cleansing, to cleanse all that out and to walk into the light. But yeah, they're definitely doing a lot of soul work. Most definitely. So I really feel like if any of these piles, if I were to say were the one, I would say this person right here, because they're on a mission. They're a really good person. People love to be around them. They're doing their inner work, because you've heard the saying, hurt people hurt people, and they're not trying to do that at all. They're trying to leave all of that negativity behind. They're trying to find that inner calm to step out into the light. They want to do for themselves what they do for everybody else, to cleanse them and heal them. But yeah, this person is very powerful, and they are really stepping into their personal power and finding balance. And with this card, of action and logic, they're really thinking their way through this. Okay. If you have stuck around to the end of this video, I would like to thank you for joining me today. It has been such an honor to be able to serve you through my communication with Spirit. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Let me know in the comments what you think. And I hope you have a wonderful and blessed life going forward. I hope to see you again. And thank you so much.